Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Here's a story that's been going around continuously for the past, I say, 2-3 weeks now. And more recently, I guess the last 2-3 days, this person, rapper out of Michigan, Dank Demoss, she appeared on The Breakfast Club. And let's get into the story.
You good? Nice to meet you, Keys.
Got it.
Yep. It's the only seat y'all got?
You see that right off the bat? Typical seat. It looks like a fairly large seat. I'm not a small person, nor I'm that big of a person either. But that seat would be perfect for me. Like you see Charlemagne over here, he's looking and he's like, what else you want? This is a big ass seat, So she's asking for some type of accommodation. But, when the guy, well, you'll see.
What you want? What you need?
There's one more.
A bigger chair or something?
Is she already little?
She can admit to needing a bigger chair right there, but she can't admit to needing a bigger Uber when the guy with the smaller vehicle, I think it was a Mercedes, when he came to pick her up and, he tried to, offer her, empathize, offer her a different vehicle, get the bigger vehicle because, it's accommodating. And she being so prideful that she didn't want to, couldn't believe that he's telling her you got to get a bigger vehicle because, you think I can't fit in your car. When the reality is she can't fit in his car. She just didn't want, to be shamed. She wanted to save face. They slide this big ass freaking Denny's bench seat in. Denny's or what, IHOP, the little corner, the little crescent shape, the corner seats that they got. They sit one of those in there for her big ass.
That's what I'm talking about. Good. This is accommodation.
Accommodation. Jesus.
And
she took up the whole damn seat by herself.
You said the chair was too small, so we had to bring the part of the sectional for you to sit in. And you said something. You said, this is what I'm talking about, accommodations, right?
Yes.
But we live in a world that's not always going to be able to accommodate people that are
But we
plus
should,
size.
though. We should.
Okay, so she's trying to make herself feel entitled. We should make everybody feel it should be accommodation for everybody, but that can't be the case because think about airlines, for instance, where, if they made accommodations for the largest size person to fly on their plane, they won't have as many people as they can pack into the plane. They lose money. The planes would be heavier because they have to make bigger, sturdier seats for these individuals when, they offer the seats that they offer so they can either pack as many people in safely, yet give them enough room so they can move around and be somewhat comfortable on the plane when you're that high up in the air for long periods of time. And if she needs extra seats, that's why they make you pay extra for that seat. And then a lot of people, they try to have like a little movement where we'd have to pay extra for, having two seats just because they're bigger. Well, some accountability on your part. You need to lose weight. You can always drive. You can always, get on the bus, get on the train, and go where you need to go. He's talking about accountability right here for these seats, and she's trying to, accommodation, and she wanting, why shouldn't there be accommodation for, the larger people? That's a you thing. Life isn't accommodating for everybody. Life is pretty much for the general public. For, general people aren't going to be that big as she is.
Good, because we not all the same,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're not all the same, but the majority of the world is smaller. The majority of the world isn't nowhere near as big as she is. Yeah, are people going to be overweight? Of course. Are a lot of people going to be this big? No. There are some exceptions. There are some like 1-2% of the population of the entire world is going to be this big, but not everybody.
But like we should. Like why not? I feel like
You feel like, no, that's an opinion.
I feel like a lot of times people think that bigger people, obese, the F word people should just be in a house. When it's like we not. Word? Yeah, the F word.
Fat.
I'm not
You heard that you can't say in your house.
Yeah.
Fat. You don't like it.
Oh!
I'm not saying that word.
Yeah, we don't use that word.
Because it's a fact. You're a larger person. You're obese. Obese, what, 30 pounds or more is you're considered obese? And then morbidly obese, which is what she is, I think it's like 60 pounds or more. She is definitely obese. She's probably like pushing between 400 or 500 pounds. and she's short too. That's not good.
In my house either.
I thought you talking about the gay slur. I'm like, wait, I'm confused.
No.
No.
But I just feel like it should be accommodated. Bigger people should be accommodated, just like we accommodate the LGBT community.
That's something completely different. LGBT. What do we accommodate? There's nothing to accommodate. There's nothing wrong. Like the LGB, there's nothing wrong. The T and everything else. No, that's a whole different topic. That's be accommodating for my pronouns and that. Sorry, that's a different topic.
All those other communities. I just feel like we outside. If we inside, is get up. Why you in a house? You should be doing this. You should be doing that. When we outside, it's like, why you not in a house?
Well, people would say, how you, brother?
I don't understand that. If you want to be outside, well, first and foremost, to each their own, but put some clothes on, have some decency to you. I don't understand, like, just because you're a bigger person that you feel like you can be comfortable too, understandable, but just because you're a larger person, it doesn't look very flattering whatsoever. It's like, and people, you get the stares, you get the, people are talking about you because look, but see, this is what she looked like when she came into the store, well, into their studio. This is what she was wearing, and who wouldn't say something about that? I don't understand it. Like, she's the size of 2 men put together. She's definitely bigger than those 2 put together. Just look at that. She probably was wearing something similar to when the dude went to go pick her up, and he said he didn't want all that in the car, because you got to think about it. It's a health thing too, because I was once in the medical field, and you see, especially working with larger people, you got to get in the folds, and they can't reach, so you got to do it for them, and that there's a smell that comes with that. Everybody knows that. If you've been around a really large person, there's always a smell. It sucks, but that's the case. That's a fact. And her being the size of these 2 grown ass men right here, and you see she's short, and she's saying that she could fit into that small car. There's no way she should be able to put a seatbelt on. Let's see some of these comments though. Okay, comment right here says, how would the Lyft driver able to accommodate her? His car ain't a transformer. He says, well, she mentioned something very important. She said, I feel, like I said, that's an opinion. Isn't that why Uber, Lyft offer different size vehicles? That's the accommodation. Exactly. You can't, like, if I was to drive, like, if I had my Mustang, I was to go pick up somebody, she wouldn't be able to sit in the driver's seat or the passenger seat. Definitely not a back seat of a Mustang. The accommodation would be order a bigger vehicle, And no, accommodation is just another word for enabling. Of course it is, yeah. Like, accommodate, no, enable you to continue doing all the bad, negative habits you do. We just give you an extra seat. We just make this exception for you because you can't control, pushing away from the table. You can't control that fork going to your mouth, she's insufferable. I have zero sympathy for her. She's on the entitlement tour, trying to milk the little 15 minutes of fame. Exactly. You got like the ambulance chaser, lawyers trying to, get her some money, get him some money, anything for $1 these days. When you're large like myself, you can't expect everyone to bend over backwards to make room for you. You have to provide to plan things out, especially if you want to use a vehicle or public transportation. Exactly. You see a lot of times too, going to Walmart, going to Target, going to certain, like, even mall, you see like these larger people, they're young, and they end up getting like the older person little, like, motorized scooters, the carts, because they don't want to walk around through the whole store. So they get these things for someone who actually has a disability. So they take up all these carts. The person with the disability walk around limping. They can't use, public access, because the person doesn't want to take accountability for their size, lose the weight, walk around. That's going to help you burn the calories. But no, they don't want to do that. They want to be enabled all the time. Like right here, she's entitled. Hold up, gay people got their own chairs? That's what I'm talking about. It's different. It's not the same as LGBTQ. You know, he's trying to accommodate her, told her to order a larger Uber, and she just wants publicity. Yep. Sometimes you have to accommodate yourself. A driver can't make his car bigger. It is up to you to order a car that would fit you, in my opinion. Yes, more accommodations need to be made for everyone. Yes, within reason. You know, I don't understand like a lot of these people are walking around, especially like just anything. You can pull up any topic. You know, there's always gonna be someone who wants an accommodation for something. You know, they slid the couch in, asked for a bigger chair. No, ma'am, what? Oh man, it's like all these comments just keep on going. You know, and just like we accommodate the LGBT community. You know, exactly. Denny's booth. That's why I said Denny's booth bench. Jesus Christ. Yeah, because she already little. Did anyone else catch that? No. But anyway, that's what I'm talking about. You know, a lot of people these days, they don't want to take accountability for nothing. You know, you got people who grow ginormous. I understand that there's, you know, medical conditions, you know, there's medications for that. They help treat, the thing in the neck. I forgot what it's called. But like thyroid, yeah. They help there's things to help treat that, you know, keep you within a certain size. But she doesn't have any medical conditions. You know, she's never stayed to change any medical conditions. She just don't know how to stop eating. You know, okay, depression, okay, you know, all the other stuff, but that aside and the medical stuff aside, she's big because she just can't stop eating. But we have to, as a society, accommodate for her just because she can't take accountability on her own. Anyway, let me know what you think. Comment down below, like, share, subscribe. Got any questions, comments? You know, hit the notification bell, hit the like, you know, hook a brother up. You know, if you haven't yet, subscribe, and I'll catch you next video.